Ball up, just leaves it just off the plate outside to the leadoff hitter here.
Davlin gave that ball a ride out to right field, and what a start!
And that is why throwing a first pitch strike is such a key in these situations for such a hot-hitting team like Florida Gulf Coast. Man, they can really.
As this ball is tattooed, back-to-back jacks for FGCU.
And Ian Farrow, familiar face here at FGCU, jumps all over the first pitch fastball at Connor Whitaker with seniors and had a very, very fun runs on him.
That'll bring up Jacob Lajewski. That's off the end of his bat. Whitaker will cover the bag at first for the putout. A strikeout for Whitaker to put an end to, and Lodi's rounding things out. Everybody in the starting lineup for Florida State has an on-base percentage north of 400, and Ross is building on his with a leadoff. On the ground, covered up at third. Garastola, sidearm throw, won't get Smith. And now advancing another 90, and now 90 feet away is Diamez Ross. When he says that this kid has grown up and matured as a hitter more than anybody else, he is. Takes ball 2 outside and is rung up for the strikeout looking.
To the umpire, you got to swing that bat.
Speaking of aggressive, Marco Dinges looking for the gap. It'll find Farrow, but it's deep enough to plate Diamez Ross. We got a one-run game here in the first. Got a good one in there to count, to get the count to 2-2. This one elevated out to center field, playable for Povey, and he'll take care of it to reach.
Notice that with 20 strikes, only 6 balls, he's got 3 in this count.
This one peeling out to left field. Good piece of hitting by the freshman, erased by Jaime Ferrer. 400 and already with 20 hits this year. All for naught, and that AB though. Connor Whitaker says James Tibbs III, he'll lead things off. Tibbs will follow, and that's a great way to start for Florida State. A liner right back into center for Cam Smith to get the part.
To always come up with guys on base and always comes up clutch.
Got underneath that one though. This one elevated out to shallow right. Farrow charging on will make the play.
They've continued to be producers, big time producers.
It's only run to this point off a sac fly to right field. Jumps on the first one there, and he'll line it into the gap.
And they're sending Cam Smith home.
Throw is cut, and we are tied. 2 ribbies. Sharply hit into right. And the Noles just keep passing the bat. Stop sign thrown by Ty McGahee. Ferrer will hold it third. Step in for the second time. Fly it out, that'll get to the backstop. Ferrer will come in to score, and the Noles lead. Issues. Link Jarrett said he's a guy that, frankly, I don't think anybody's ever seen healthy. In from the outfield, and now is able to put Tibbs back out there. Nice pitch by Crum, though.
A hard bat. He swings hard, man. Just a.
In at third, has since moved into the middle infield at short. This one out in front. Whitaker off the mound, slips, delivers a dart to first. What a.
You face a little bit of adversity, and you come back out here, and to do this much damage in this amount of time has been impressive. Another great play by Jaime Ferrer.
So Florida State's 11 games to this point. Underneath that one, though.
This ball hit a mile in the air.
In against Buns here. This one into left field. Great piece of hitting for Diamez Ross. He's already got a single, and now he'll tack on a double all the way. Game this afternoon.
Diamez Ross stealing third base, gets a heck of a jump right there. He's been very, very adamant about is their base running. They are doing their very best to get better at that, and it's showing so far in this season. And he is not to meet. Taken all the way. I don't think Jaime was happy about it. Ability to be a big league type pitch. This ball sky to center.
Yes, it is. Povey has a beat on it, the glove under it. And here comes another run to score for Florida State. Tibbs is safe at third.
Another RBI.
Yeah, how about Dinges today? A single and 2 sac flies, 3 driven in. That'll get to the backstop, and the Noles will tack on 1 more for good measure. Back in the third, he now has hits in 10 of 11 games for Florida State. That a hot shot down the line, and Moya gloves it and gets to the bag first. That I pulled out my handy-dandy calculator. 54 pitches through the first 4 innings.
Not a small guy in that batter's box.
Oh, what a spot.
Connor Whitaker.
On the ground to Smith. Plenty of time for the sophomore and no problem at all. I believe they call them the Sanford River Rats. I'm not sure what a river rat is. They passed the bat well. 7 hits, in fact. Cantu looking for an 8th, and so it shall be. All the way into the corner for the first baseman. Extra bases for Cantu. His last year with the Bulls. 3:25 to start as Lodis lays down the bunt, sidearm throw, got him in time, but he does his job to move Cantu, and he made it interesting at first as well.
Back in my day, at least in the Sandlot, the tie went to the runner, but you can't overturn something already called on the field without indisputable evidence. Oh my goodness, they called him safe. I guess they saw something there.
Here in the 5th, he's off and running.
Wasn't even a question.
Nope.
He was hustling the entire way.
Count goes 1-1. Bouncer up the middle, play is to first. That's enough to score Cantu, and the Noles pour another one on. They lead by 5.
Surprised at how fast Cam Smith got around the bases. Now when he tried that, Valiente comes back in the pitch.
And that is the 3rd walk today. Say, here comes another one.
This ball's driven very, very deep to center field.
And Jaime Ferrer will touch them all and score them all.
He is jacked up. Jaime Ferrer battles through a tough at bat of nothing but sliders. Look at the jump at the
to 200. He was a couple points shy of 200. This one is tattooed out to right field. Dingus to the street.
Boy, he says, welcome to the game, Cameron, bye. And then he says bye to the Absolutely.
Well, for
a 3-ball count.
Home run in the first, a fly out to left, and now a base hit into right. Got him. And Connor Whitaker.
No, I mean, that's as impressive as it gets right there. This ball sneaks through the legs of McGuire Holbrook.
1-2 to Moya.
This ball skied to right field. Not sure if it's going to hang in play or not.
Throw to the plate, and Holbrook will not get Robinson.
And Moya, being the good professional hitter he is, was able to get that run in.
Lajewski, a bouncer to Cam Smith. Williams, here's Daniel Cantu. And that one caught him.
Start of the season, and lately he is on fire as of late.
And that is another quality swing by Lodis. And after going all the way to Greenville for his first home run of the season, just like that, Lodis has another.
It's tough. This lineup is tough.
Chopper to second. And that pulled the first baseman Moya off the bag. The freshman Davelin on the run.
Gotten a lot stronger this year. He's gotten a lot tougher.
And Cam Smith is plenty strong himself. Straight away center and gone.
Wow.
Come down. Had a 5.56 ERA a season ago at Florida, and that's a good start for Tejeda here. That down the line, triple. 3-1 the count to Charles Davelin as the order turns over, and this is a carbon copy effort for Yoel Tejeda. Triple steps on the back for the
down a little bit. That's okay.
It's a good problem to have, and it'll work the walk here.
From a walk, but he does have 2 outs.
There's a base hit for Moya.
Moya, I'll tell you, he wants to get one of these at-bats back.
not to be. Jackson applies the tag. That's a strike. American was drafted in the 19th round of the 2023 MLB draft. Ground ball here to third. That once again will pull Moya off the bag. We'll see.
Sort of this muscle he's added.
And that'll get through the 5-6 hole for Titan Kamaka. And Florida State could have gone any number of directions.
Well, you want to stay the course, you know, and that's exactly what Connor Whitaker did. Matty Davis doing a good job driving that ball in the hole and getting himself a hit. A single, a home run, and a strikeout so far tonight.
Slow roller. Play comes home to the plate, and it gets all the way to the backstop. For FGCU, he was up and out of his stance, and that'll do some damage. Goodness gracious, Fisher's going to drive in 2 more for Florida State, who now have 19 on the board. For Florida State, Jackson, Lajewski wasn't able to pick it, but will get the force at second, and FGCU will turn the double play. As Harrison Povey steps in, first one fouled away, this one turned down the line. Oh, look at triple. How about that effort?
Opportunity to run the stations top to bottom. So.
Yeah, that's what he told us. He said who is still getting after it with FGCU. Newton in action in play. This grounded out to third. Kamaka to first. Tag applied, and that is it.
Triple making some plays on every end over there at first base. That's you gotta love to see it.